Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our third demonstration of Chinese martial arts. This afternoon you will see featured the arts of Chou Li Fat, Northern Shaolin, weapons forms, grappling techniques, Tai Chi Chuan, pushing hands, and some demonstrations in the application of internal power. Martial arts have been practiced for hundreds of years. Here in the West, the martial arts have come to us from many different lands: Japan, China, and the Philippines, to name but a few. Of all these places, China has the widest range of martial arts. Its vast array of external fighting arts, generically called wushu and commonly referred to as kung fu, have in the last 30 years become household names after the surge onto the screen of Bruce Lee in the early 70s. Since then, there has been a slow integration of West and East as the Chinese began teaching Westerners their cultural heritage. Those of us who have persevered with these arts have come to love them for their grace, skill, power, originality, and simplicity. Traditionally, most people begin their early training with an external art. The external styles, so called because these arts rely heavily on external physical force, are well suited to the young, as they require agility, strength, speed, and lots of stamina and fitness. The young are full of energy, so it is very difficult for them to begin learning the more involved and slower internal arts like Tai Chi Chuan. This is why it is so common to see children in the whole of Southeast Asia practicing Kung Fu from an early age. While there are a number of masters of these arts who remain formidable despite their advancing years, the external styles remain the domain of the very fit and exuberant young. One such external art is Chou Li Fat, a style based on powerful circular and long straight movements. There are two styles of Chou Li Fat, called Hung Sing and Buck Sing. The founder of the Buck Sing branch was Tam Sam. He was originally taught Hung Sing Chou Li Fat by Master Liu Chan, but after a fight with his master's martial brothers, in which Tam Sam defeated his opponents, he was expelled from the school and moved to Subuk in northern China, where he began teaching, calling his art Buck Sing Chou Li Fat. Chou Li Fat has a reputation for fighting excellence against multiple attackers. Due to its simplicity and the speed with which it was possible to become proficient, it also became one of the premier styles of the Boxer Rebellion of 1900. The form you are about to see was created by Master Lam Kam Chun by combining some of the many forms in Chou Li Fat into one form. This form was created to give his students a less subtle martial art to practice and become proficient at, adding to their martial skill, whilst honing their skills in Tai Chi Chuan. Our demonstration shall now begin with Miss Tina Anderson. Weapons too are very much a part of the martial arts, and despite the development of modern weaponry making traditional weapons redundant, they are still an integral part of learning. Proficiency with weapons adds colour, texture and excitement when learning a martial art. Here we have Mr. Graham Barlow performing a Southern style willow leaf broadsword form, which has 3 segments, shown here one after the other. We return now to the hand-to-hand arts. There has been a long tradition of hand-to-hand combat with masters of many different styles facing off against one another. This has led to the making of legends in the martial world. Names such as Tam Sam, Wang Xiangjai, Yang Lushan and Kuyu Chang, masters of their arts who will take on all comers. These and many others have stories told of their skills and battles even today. The form about to take place is a traditional choreographed two-man form designed to teach proper fighting distance and application of technique. It originates from the Northern Shaolin system. Performed for you here by Mr. Daniele Bucheri and Mr. Matthew Calvert. often the sword of choice on the battlefield, they were not the only weapons available for serious combat. Here we shall see the straight sword in action. This sword is more delicate than the broadsword and requires much more finesse in its application. It is not as forceful as the broadsword blade, but is sharp enough to cut silk in mid-air. It would have been carried by officers on the battlefield and was commonly used in duels. Note that the user of this weapon holds it so that the flat edge is against their arm. Due to the sword being double-edged, it prevents any accidental lacerations. Miss Anderson will now perform the Nan Shaolin Lung Dan Gin. An alternative weapon not often displayed in the Chinese martial arts is the sai. More readily associated with the Ryukyu Islands off the coast of Japan, the sai actually originates from China and is particularly effective when used against swords and other edged weapons. Like many Chinese weapons, the sai can be practiced in a variety of ways using forms already known, so that it blends into the practice style. These movements could equally be done using the more traditional butterfly knives as seen in Wing Chun. The sai lends itself to the movements of the Choi Li Fut form, with which it is displayed here by Mr. Calvert. Next, we shall witness the skills of Chin Na. the art of grappling, locks, throws, and pressure points. Qinna complements most styles, and it is common to most of the Chinese arts as they all aim to be as well-rounded as possible. It adds its own unique flavour to the overall fighting skills learned within our schools. Selected techniques will be performed first at normal speed, and then slowly to demonstrate the techniques used more clearly. The Qinna techniques are displayed here by Mr. Barlow, Mr. Steve Alston, and Mr. Adam Hughes. we slow things down a little bit to the apparently more serene practices of Tai Chi Chuan, which has a recorded history of at least 500 years and has legends dating back even further. The most famous exponent was called Yang Lu Shan, who originated the Yang style, and from whom our style is descended. Although the name Tai Chi Chuan means literally Grand Ultimate Fist, indicating that Tai Chi Chuan is in fact a martial system, for many people it is used as a system of health-promoting exercise, training the body to follow simple natural coordinations which aid posture and maintain a level of health and fitness. To this end, a small health form has recently been innovated from the old-style Yang form. Demonstrated in public for the first time here, this form is quick and easy to learn, corresponds with the principles of Tai Chi Chuan, but has little martial content. We present to you the Yongquan form. In the 1960s and 70s, short forms were becoming vogue within the Tai Chi Chuan community. They are easier to learn than traditional long forms and are more balanced for their left and right side movements. It was around 1978 that Master Lam Kan Chuan created the Lam short form. Master Lam is a well-known exponent of I Chuan, Tai Chi Chuan, Mei Kung, Chou Li Fat, Northern Shaolin, and a number of other arts. His teachers were Yim Shin Mo, Lung Se Chung, Kuyu Chan, also known as the King of Iron Palm, and later Professor Yu Yong Mian, lineage holder and student of Wang Xiangjia. the founder of Da Chengtong and the Jianzhong system. The short form Master Lang developed maintained the high standards of the original long forms, yet balanced left and right movements whilst keeping the martial content. We shall now demonstrate this, showing students at different levels of ability. This is the Lang short form. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our finale. Tai Chi Chuan is known as an internal art, and part of the training is to cultivate the internal power known as Qi. This is achieved over many years with the diligent practice of the Nei Kung. The Nei Kung is the practice of breathing techniques which encourage the build-up and flow of internal energy we call Qi. The final part of this demonstration is intended to display the effects of this energy and show the benefits of Qi Kung conditioning, such as Iron Shirt Qi Kung and Jam Zhong. The demonstration will illustrate various ways in which internal energy can be used, from explosive Fa Jing to resistance against external assault. It should be noted that displays of this kind are only for the highly trained and should not be attempted by anyone without many years of training under an experienced teacher. However, this energy also has a less destructive use, as it can be used for healing by skilled masters of this art, such as Master Lam Kiang Jun. Another use of Fa Jing will be shown by Mr. Barlow and Mr. Bucheri as they break roofing tiles in mid-air. Notice that neither of them use any great external force to achieve their goal. Iron Arm Kung is demonstrated next by Sifu Ke, as he has 3 bricks placed upon his arm and smashed off with a sledgehammer. A small towel is used to prevent cutting or pinching which may occur with the incoming force. To show the effects of shock energy, a percussive use of force, Mr. Rob Gillen and Mr. Niall Sara will break the bottom out of ordinary beer bottles. The bottles have been filled 2/3 full with water and have had their caps replaced to show that the result is not due to the effects of air pressure within the bottles. The aim is to break only the bottom out of the bottle. The attainment of iron shirt Qigong gives the practitioner the ability to withstand external assault. Here we see Sifu Robertson and Sifu Donald Kerr use iron shirt Qigong to resist external assault. For this demonstration, a number of paving slabs will be placed onto both Sifu Robertson and Sifu Kerr. Once all the stones are in place, there will be approximately 1/3 of a ton on Sifu Robertson. This display shows great skill in the use of iron shirt so as not to be crushed by the overwhelming weight, as well as to repel the incoming force. Once again, Farjin will be displayed by Mr. Calvert as he breaks a concrete edging stone from fingertip distance. You will appreciate that there is little room to generate a lot of external force. For the penultimate demonstration, Sifu Kerr will attempt to demonstrate the use of iron palm on a very hard substance, in this case, a granite pebble. Holding the pebble at one end and then striking to break it, this technique requires many long hours of intense practice. You may be able to appreciate the difficulty of breaking the pebble. final display will demonstrate iron head cool, which will be shown by Sifu Robertson as he has a concrete curbstone placed upon his head. It will then be smashed off with a sledgehammer. Obviously, there are no muscles that can be tensed in order to protect the head from the incoming force, yet the blow from the hammer has to be hard enough to break the stone. This demonstration is made all the more difficult as the block being used is very heavy indeed.
Hello everybody. I'd just like to thank you all for coming, and I hope that you've enjoyed our show. I'd like to make a special thanks to Tony in the tech box and Steve Maddox and Glenn for putting the music together, which I know took them a lot longer than they first thought. On behalf of us all, we'd like to thank Sifu Raymond Rand for teaching us over many years this Tai Chi skill. He's been very patient with us. I'd like to thank him for that. And I'd also like to make one very special thank you to Sifu Donald Kerr, who, without his tireless efforts and relentless attention to detail, including many crackings of the whip, this event could not have happened. Please put your hands together for the team. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Robertson, you ready?
Don't chuck them on there. You could just place them on that mat.
Right, just drop it.
Okay?
Oh, that's so heavy.
Right, this is the way, you've got to be careful.
Okay.
Right.
Now, 2 fingers out to the side.
So he needs to hold them.
Yeah, you might need to hold them actually.
Don't need to hold them.
You okay? I'll take that over here. Sally?
It's taking too long, man.
This is what I'm saying, it's going to take time though.
Just step up on there and see if he goes purple, get off. Alright? Just nod.
Yeah.
Go on then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 will do.
Okay, you ready now? Out of the way please.
We'll break them.
Wait a minute.
You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine.
That's it, all gone.
That's smashed all the way through. Take the top ones off because we're going to smash the ones under there again. Make sure the students will do this. And then
was heavy.
Yes. Thought it might be. Okay. Salute to the crowd. Hi, I'm sorry, mate. Everything all right?
Yeah, thanks.
It won't take too long to set them on after this one's done. Go.
Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. Yes, come on, guys. You have it here waiting. Watch fingers. Stop. You okay?
Take too long to put on. It's got to be stable on top so it doesn't wobble, you know. When it goes like that. Yeah, right. Sorry.
That way.
Yes.
If you put them, if it work out right, the first one goes a long way.
Hey, get off!
Okay, do you want to do it again?
Look at that picture. Yeah. But I mean, if you start in the middle or backwards, yes. It's really fun. I like it. I like it. It's so weird.
Do it again.
I don't care.
See how they move.
I don't want.
Yeah. When you're doing it, you can do that. Just step aside. When you do it,
I just looked whenever I was on the phone. Did you film that?
I did.
Yeah, that's good, that's
A little bit more relaxed.
I went straight into it. Did it?
Yes. Patience.
Oh, that was cool.
One more time.